If you're here because you have fine hair like me, welcome friend, I've got you. Today I'm going to share the exact products that I'm using to give my fine hair volume, to extend my blowouts, and to keep my color treated hair protected and healthy. I have tried just about every product for fine hair, and the products that I'm sharing with you today are products that actually work. I have a lot to show you today, and just like skin cycling, hair cycling is giving your hair what it needs when it needs it. I do not use all of these products every day. Sometimes I focus on repair, and other days I focus on volume or protection. So let's break it down by category, and I will show you exactly what I reach for and when. We're gonna start off with shampoos and conditioners. And right now, to give my hair more volume and density, I am using the Oribe Serene Scalp Densifying Shampoo and the Oribe Serene Scalp Densifying Conditioner. And this is one of their new launches. It just came out a couple months ago and has been a salon favorite. Actually, we can't quite keep it in stock. I have to say, this is probably my favorite ish. There's a couple other ones out of the Oribe lineup. And it's one of the best volumizing densifying shampoo products I've ever used. It smells great, and it actually does give your hair more density. I actually used it to wash my hair today. And the conditioner, it's in a different bottle than their normal conditioners. I guess it's probably because it's a little bit thinner and lighter than all of the other conditioners that they have in their brand. It is very light. It's more of like a lotion than a cream, which is always what I recommend with styling products for people who have fine hair. So right now, loving these products. You can actually use this conditioner from roots to ends when normally I would recommend skipping your roots if you have fine or thin hair. But rest assured, you can actually condition your hair from roots to ends with this. A little bit goes a long way with any of the Oribe products. So yes, they are an investment, but especially if you have fine or thin hair, these products will last you 6 months, 8 months probably. And especially if you are not an everyday washer, which I do recommend not washing your hair every day. All right, so the next products that I cycle through when I need it is the Oribe Hair Alchemy Resilience Shampoo and the Alchemy Conditioner. And this is to strengthen your hair. They do have the Goldless, which is to repair your hair. I like to have something that I'm rotating in that's going to help strengthen my hair, so I don't have to repair my hair. If I had just gotten my hair highlighted or color treated, or I feel like it's feeling dry or brittle or anything like that, these are what I reach for. And with any shampoo and conditioner, you can alternate the shampoo and conditioner. So if you wanted to use the densifying conditioner with the Alchemy shampoo, you can totally do that. I'm also not getting into the details of the ingredients and all the fancy ingredients because let's be honest, we want to know, does it work and what does it do? All right, moving on to a product when I want to shampoo my hair more often. I like to go at least 3 days in between, but if I can't, for whatever reason, I went to the beach, it got salty, or for whatever reason, I want to wash my hair more often, I reach for the r+co Analog. This is a cleansing foam conditioner, and it comes out like a mousse, and then it emulsifies into a very creamy lotion mousse. I don't know. One of my favorite things about it is it gets rid of all of the buildup in your hair because it's more of a conditioner feeling in your hair once it gets in there. If you have a ton of buildup in your hair, it's nice because it just like releases all of that. Or if you want to double cleanse, I would start with this and then move on to your shampoo. This is also something that I would skip a conditioner with. You don't need it. It feels like you used a shampoo and a conditioner. Randomly, this is one of my husband's favorite products because he doesn't feel like he needs a styling product afterwards. So highly recommend this for anybody that feels like they have to shampoo more often or wants to just kind of help get rid of all of the buildup in your hair. Because sometimes if you put a shampoo on your hair, you feel like you have to shampoo it and add more shampoo because you have so much product in it. Use this first, then shampoo. Love this stuff. All right, the last shampoo before we move on is the Again, another Oribe product. This is called their Cleanse. This is a clarifying shampoo. It's also a mousse. Comes out looking like this color, like a charcoal color. I think it's because it has volcanic ash or something like that in it. It's a very nice and luxurious clarifying shampoo. It's also something that I only use maybe once a month, maybe twice a month, whenever I feel like I just need to help get rid of all of the excess products that I have in my hair, because I do use quite a few. I love products. But yes, if you have color treated hair, I highly recommend you definitely use something that is a professional clarifying shampoo. And this is a very good one. We are moving on to prep and protect. This is things like leave-ins, detanglers, and heat protection. And this is what I'm using right now. As you can see, I'm almost done with this. This is the r+co Candy Stripe. It's actually a protect and prep and detangling spray all in one. And it will protect your hair up to 450 degrees. So if you're a minimalist person and you don't want a ton of products in your bathroom, this is something I would reach for because, like I said, it protects your hair, it detangles it, it's very lightweight, and you have the added benefit of the 450 heat protection. This is a newer product in the r+co as well, and definitely something that flies off our shelf in the salon. I highly recommend it, and once this is out, I will repurchase it. All right, next up we have the Oribe again. I have used Oribe in my salon since we opened. I have tested over and over many products, and then these are the products that I come back to. So this is the Bright Blonde Essential Priming Serum, and this actually is purple. So it's perfect for somebody who has blonde hair or highlighted hair because it helps to not only hydrate your hair, it helps tone it, and it does have the added 450 heat protection in it. And it is very lightweight. They have another product called Balm d'Or, and it's the exact formula, if I'm not mistaken, except for this actually has the purple tone in it. So both of them will kind of do the same thing. They will repair your hair, they will hydrate it, they will protect it, and all without weighing your hair down. So another thing to think of when you are buying products is the smaller the bottle, the less you need. The bigger the bottle, the more they expect you to apply it to your hair. I don't know if it's like a mental thing or what, but I definitely recommend this. This is something that I've used for several years, and a little bit goes a long way. I don't even think I've ever finished a bottle, really, to be honest. Maybe, I don't know. But yes, love this product, highly recommend it, especially for added heat protection and a little bit of toning for people who are blonde. And if you're not blonde, pick up the Balm d'Or. And I will mention everything in the description of all the products that I'm using. All right, next up, Oribe, surprise, surprise. This is the Gold Lust Nourishing Hair Oil. And I don't always use this. This is something that I use when I feel like I have frizzy hair or the ends. Actually, I should have used it today. I was struggling with a little bit of frizz. This is something that you just need a tiny bit of. It's gonna add shine. It's gonna smooth the ends. It's going to give you your hair just like a nice, like silky finish. It does protect your hair from heat, but I do not think it has the 450 stamp of approval. All of Oribe and r+co products, if they don't specifically say they protect your hair up to 450, they do protect it up to 350. So that's going to be like your blow dryer, as long as you're not turning your curling iron and your flat iron up too much, that'll definitely protect it. But if you are somebody that turns up your hot tools really high and you jack them up to that 450, you 100% are somebody that's going to need a heat protection that specifically says 450 heat protection. So use this very sparingly, but when you do, it is definitely perfect for somebody who has fine hair. And again, a product that you probably will never use the entire bottle of. And they do have a travel size that is just suffice for people with fine hair. It's half this, or it's like a 1.7, I think, but it's plenty. And that, again, will be something that you probably will never run out of. And I like to layer into my hair. So I'll like blow dry my hair. I'll put a little bit on my hands and then barely touch the ends and then blow dry that in. I don't really put it on wet. Sometimes I do. But with any products, layering a little bit at a time, blow drying, and adding the product where you need it, when you need it, is way better than just plopping all your products on all at once. So moving on. Next up is repair and strengthen. This is things like bond builders, protein treatments, and damage control. Right now, honestly, mainly what I'll reach for all of those things is the K18. I, again, don't use this every time I shampoo my hair. This is kind of a product that I use right after I get my hair highlighted, or if I just feel like my hair is dry and frizzy or anything like that. So this little bottle is quite expensive. Well, I don't know exactly how much it is, but you just need one little pump of this, especially for our fine strands. This is going to last you forever, and it is the best thing on the market right now, in my opinion. My favorite thing about it is it's such a no-fuss product. You shampoo your hair, you skip the conditioner, you get out, you towel dry your hair, you apply this, you wait 4 minutes, you can do whatever else you want with your hair. But it's proven to work, and I love this product. There's one other product that I've been using, and a lot more lately, is the IGK. This is called Antisocial Time Release Bond Building Dry Mask. And one of my reps at the salon sent this to us, and I had it sitting in my drawer forever. I'm just like, ugh, another product, blah. You know, I just have all these products. I can't try another product. It's just whatever. Finally, one day I picked it up and I was like, what the hell? This is like a product like no other I've ever used before in my life, like literally none. We don't even sell IGK in my salon at all. So I did reach out to my rep and I was like, I love this so much that I might just have like a standalone IGK all by itself. But the reason why I say this is such a different product than any other product I've ever used is because it's a dry mask that you spray on dry hair. And it also has bond building technology, such as the K18. And it's also supposed to be time release. But what I like about it is, I used it today. I did. I was trying so hard to make my hair so pretty for this video that I don't know, I just had so much stuff in it and it was a little frizzy. But what this does is you spray it on and it just like it makes it nice and soft and defrizzes it, and it doesn't weigh your hair down as long as you're not like, you know, gassing it. But I love the fact that it helps fight frizz. It has the bond builder in it. It adds shine and softness, and it does not weigh your hair down. Just make sure that you're not like I said, dousing your hair in it. But I love this product. I highly recommend this product, and I will be getting it for my salon. All right, next up, volumizing and styling products. All right, I'm gonna start off the two products that I'm using for my hair to give it volume when it's wet before I blow dry it. And I'm gonna start off with this this is called Lotta Body Styling Lotion. It is not it's not a product that is supposed to be used for what I use it for. I came across this from somebody in the comment section on another one of my hair videos, and they told me to use it. She had heard about it from an influencer, and I got it. I got it on Amazon. I think you can get it from Sally's as well. And it's meant for people who like used to back in the day set their hair. They would put the styling lotion on it and they would take their rollers out. But it's kind of hard to use. Not really hard, but annoying because it's very liquidy. You squirt it in your hand, emulsify it or whatever, and roots to ends. This is a product that I recommend, roots to ends. It doesn't make your hair crunchy. It doesn't make it does not weigh it down. It's just a wonderful product that hideous packaging, all the things, but trust me, this is great. I did do a video where I kind of demonstrate how this works. It was an accidental video, but anyways, I will link that so you can see it for yourself. But for $8 or whatever it is on Amazon or Sally's, like, give it a go. It's great. Love this. All right, and so the other product that I use right now, I'm not using a ton of wet products. I like to use dry volumizing products. I feel like you get more control, but I do have one other product that I like to use when my hair's wet, and that is the K18. This is new. I used to use some other products, and these are the only two ones that I'm using right now. This is called the Astro Lift. It just came out, I don't know, a month or two ago, maybe. And I love it because not only does it have the volumizing benefits, but it also has the bond building technology that K18 has and offers. It does smell like cotton candy, and a little bit goes a long way. I used it today to blow dry my hair. And I also kind of feel like it gives your hair a little bit of a dry shampoo texture, like if you were to have put dry shampoo in your hair. So highly recommend this to put on your hair wet before you blow dry it, and roots to ends. Honestly though, if you do have color treated hair, be a little careful of how much you're putting on the ends. I feel like that might have been the cause of the frizz, because it does dry it out a little bit. I don't know, it's weird. So start off with your roots. Then if you don't have color treated hair, I feel like you can apply it from roots to ends. But amazing products, love it. One of my new favorites, is my new favorite. All right, so for the volumizing products that I'm using to kind of finish off the volume is the Balloon Dry Volumizing Spray by r+co. This is a product I've probably used in every single video that I've ever done for fine hair tutorials. I love it so much because it's something that you can literally probably spray the entire can in your hair and then brush it out, and you know, it's fine. They don't call it a texturizing spray, they call it a dry volume spray. It does give your hair texture. I did use it today. I used quite a bit of it, not as much as I used to, because I feel like that K18 has been giving me a lot of volume. But I do love it. I feel like this also, anything that you're gonna put in your hair that's a dry volumizing product is gonna kind of help extend your blowout, because it has like drying properties in it. It's not gonna overly dry your hair out, but I love this stuff. You can go to town with it. They call it balloon because it expands your hair. Good old favorite. The other one that I use, and I used to be like so obsessed with this. This is the r+co Blue. This is their luxury line. This is their Lifestyler dry texturizing spray. Now, if you want your hair to be texture, like so much texture, this is what you'll reach for. And I did add that into my hair today. It's not a product that I would recommend, or a product that I think that it's not a brushable. You can brush your hair after you spray it, but it's not like a do-over where you could just, you could put it in and it's a safe product. But it literally, if you are somebody who's ever used the Oribe dry texture spray, which I also love, but I've been reaching for these more. Lots and lots of texture. A little bit goes a long way. So give it a go. And it smells really good. It smells really good. Next, the Oribe. This is called Swept Up. This is probably one of the products I've been using for the longest as well. One of the products I've been using. It is a volumizing powder that I put in my bangs religiously. I don't leave the house probably without putting it in there. It's what gives my bangs texture and keeps them kind of together without having to douse them in hairspray. Yeah, love this stuff. It's something that we use at the salon for our updos because it gives your hair nice grit. It's going to give your hair a little bit of a dirty texture feel. So if that is something that you aren't okay with, you'll hate this. But love this stuff. If I had to pick probably one product to put in my hair to give it volume, and I only had to pick one, this would be it. All right, so the last product in my styling arsenal is this Dart Stick by r+co. A product you'll probably never have to purchase more than one as well. And this is what I use to get rid of any of these little flyaways. You know, you just kind of swipe it on. It's super easy to use. You can just use, if you really wanted to add on micro amounts, you could just, touch it and then add it in those areas. Just an amazing product. I think some TikTok person made this go viral and they sold out of it for so long that nobody could get their hands on it. But it's a great stick especially for fine hair, because it's just so lightweight and you don't need a lot. So if you have troubles with frizz or little situations like that, you give this a go. And if you're somebody who likes a sleek ponytail or something like that, which I don't think any of us fine hair people do, but if you do, it's something really good to help give you a sleek, nice look for your ponytail. And I think that's what made it go viral, with some TikTok sleek ponytail style situation. All right, next up is set and refresh. So things that are going to set your hair or refresh your hair. And I only have one to set it because I only use one hairspray. I'm loving the r+co Outer Space. Smells delicious. It's a flexible hairspray. You can spray your hair, and if you don't like the way it looks, you can brush it out, which again happened to me today. Took me forever to get this hair looking like this. Like I told you, I was trying hard. Love this stuff. It smells like coconuts, very lightweight, can't go wrong. Give it a try. All right, so our refresh products, and this is gonna be our dry shampoos. I have 3, and I use them for different things. So I'm gonna start off with what I use basically on day 1 when I shampoo my hair. This is the Oribe Serene Scalp. It is a very, very, very fine, light, finely milled, like so fine. So fine that they gave it one tiny little hole, which to me is really freaking annoying. I hope one day they change that because it is the most annoying product to apply to your hair. I've used it in a lot of my videos, and if I'm ever wearing black and I have little white spots on my shirt, it's probably because of this. Yeah, I do. Oh yeah, so tapping it on the back, you won't put it on the back of your hand, obviously, but I will show you how finely milled that is. It's like I don't know what that baking stuff is, not starch, but I can't think of the name of it. But yeah, very, very, very fine. And I will, after I'm done shampooing, I will tap this onto the perimeter of my hair, in my bangs. I try to avoid your scalp so you don't have that white scalp. I put it in this area right here, and then especially underneath my hairline. And you really won't have to use dry shampoo unless you're somebody who gets oily. When I have a fresh blonde highlight, I really don't need to use my other dry shampoos. But as soon as I start getting roots, I do need something to kind of refresh it. And what I'm reaching for right now, so I'm going to sort of briefly talk about this. I used to be obsessed with this because a lot comes out at once and sometimes too much. So I like the fact that you can just douse your hair in it and, go on your way. But I have to say, I feel like it causes static. But I think it's probably because it dries out your hair so much that it doesn't leave any moisture, and that's what's creating the statics. And that's probably why I'm not reaching for it as much, is because I have blonde hair, and I think that's probably why. But I used to love this. I used to talk so much about this. So I'm gonna kind of like leave that in the mid. I probably will come back to this and it'll be my favorite again, but I did want to bring it up because of the fact that you get so much in this bottle, and if you want to cover a lot of ground fast, this is a good go-to. Now for the last product in the lineup, another K18, the Air Wash. This is probably, besides this one, again, used for different things. This is what I'm going to reach for if I actually do have oily hair, because it will literally take your oily hair to a beautiful brand new looking shampoo blowout. Okay, maybe not like beautiful brand new shampoo blowout, but it will take away all of the oil that you have in your hair, and it will make your hair look fresh. It goes on kind of wet. I like to spray it in my hair and blow dry it in, because otherwise you're gonna have to wait for it to kind of do its thing and dry. But it also gives you volume. So this is something that will not only will refresh your hair, but your hair will be nice and plump afterwards. So definitely a product also too that has the added benefits of the bond builder in it. You're getting the dry shampoo and the bond building effect, so you're repairing your hair at the same time and protecting it for that matter. So a marvelous product, genius product. All right, you guys, those are my favorite products for fine hair and ones that I'm actually using right now and that I actually trust. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of my beauty tips. And I'll see you in the next one.